Joshua chapter 5. And it comes to pass, when all the kings of the Amorite which are beyond Jordan toward the sea, and all the kings of the Canaanite which are by the sea, hear how that Yahweh has dried up the waters of the Jordan at the presence of the sons of Israel, until their passing over, that their heart is melted, and there has not been any more spirit in them, because of the presence of the sons of Israel. At that time Yahweh said to Joshua, Make knives of flint for yourselves, and return, circumcise the sons of Israel a second time. And Joshua makes knives of flint for himself, and circumcises the sons of Israel at the height of the foreskins. And this is the thing for which Joshua circumcises them. All the people who are coming out of Egypt, who are males, all the men of war, have died in the wilderness in the way, in their coming out of Egypt. For all the people who are coming out were circumcised, and all the people who are born in the wilderness in the way, in their coming out from Egypt, they have not circumcised. For 40 years the sons of Israel have gone in the wilderness, until all the nation of the men of war who are coming out of Egypt, who did not listen to the voice of Yahweh, to whom Yahweh has sworn not to show them the land which Yahweh swore to their fathers to give us, a land flowing with milk and honey, are consumed. And he raised up their sons in their stead. Joshua has circumcised them, for they have been uncircumcised, for they have not circumcised them in the way. And it comes to pass, when all the nation has completed to be circumcised, that they abide in their places in the camp until their recovering. And Yahweh says to Joshua, Today I have rolled the reproach of Egypt from off you. And one calls the name of that place Gilgal to this day. And the sons of Israel encamp in Gilgal, and make the Passover on the 14th day of the month at evening, in the plains of Jericho. And they eat of the old grain of the land on the next day of the Passover, unleavened things, and roasted grain on this very same day. And the manna ceases on the next day in their eating of the old grain of the land, and there has been no more manna for the sons of Israel, and they eat of the increase of the land of Canaan in that year. And it comes to pass, in Joshua's being by Jericho, that he lifts up his eyes and looks, and behold, there is one standing in front of him, and his drawn sword is in his hand. And Joshua goes to him and says to him, Are you for us, or for our adversaries? And he says, No, for I am Prince of YHWH's host. Now I have come. And Joshua falls on his face to the earth and pays respect, and says to him, What is my Lord speaking to his servant? And the Prince of YHWH's host says to Joshua, Cast off your shoe from off your foot, for the place on which you are standing is holy. And Joshua does so.